7-star Rillaboom raids are rapidly approaching, and today it's time to take a look at what could possibly be the best Pokemon to take on a normal Tera type Rillaboom. And the nice thing is, this one's pretty commonly available in both Scarlet and Violet. So today, let's take a look at the ultimate Corviknight build that you can use to just absolutely clown on 7-star Rillaboom the Unrivaled. Let's get to it. Now, I'm gonna make this one incredibly easy for everybody that's watching this video. You're not gonna have to make a whole lot of TMs or anything for this one because there's a static Tera encounter for Corviknight already on the map. So in order to find this, all you have to do is come to this location on the map right here. This is North Province Area 2. It is just north of the little lake on the map right here. And once you get there, you're gonna find yourself a static encounter Corviknight. And when we encounter and catch this guy, you're gonna see that he knows Roost and Iron Defense already, which are two moves that we are desperately going to need in order to take on Rillaboom the Unrivaled. Boom, just like that, you got yourself a Corviknight. And like I was saying, this one is already pretty much basically done for this Tera raid. So if we take a look at this Corviknight real quick, now that we've actually caught this guy, he's been added to our party. Let's take a look at this guy. Number 1, he's level 55 already, so getting him to level 100, super easy. It is flying and steel typing already with a fighting Tera type, which is exactly what we want this to be, so we don't have to worry about changing Tera types or anything for this one. And our moveset, look at that. We have Body Press, we have Roost, and we have Iron Defense already. 3 out of the 4 moves that we are going to be using for this Rillaboom are already done. That's it. This one, super easy to do. So get out here, catch yourself this one, and then head to your town of choice because it's time to start investing in some EVs from our favorite place, Chansey Supply. So now that you've caught yourself a Corviknight and you've made your way to Chansey Supply, we need to get some EVs sorted out for this guy. And much like we did for our Zamazenta build the other day, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start a bulk buy, and for this one we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna max out our EVs and our HP and our physical defense. Now, if you've been doing raids for quite a while, you probably have quite a bit of iron laying around. So like I have 61 here. I'm not gonna spend the other, 250,000 Poké Dollars that I would have to in order to get this up to maxed, okay? But what we do want to do is we want to make sure that we get max HP ups, and if you don't have iron, go ahead and get 25 iron as well. And before you head out of here, you're going to go ahead and grab yourself an Impish Mint, because we're going to make sure that this guy has an Impish nature. Go ahead and hit the plus button, make yourself your bulk buy for 270,000 Poké Dollars, and let's head outside and start bulking up our Corviknight. And just like that, we're outside. It's pouring down rain, but that's fine. We can start building up Corviknight. So we're going to head in here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to drop 25 of our HP ups into our Corviknight, just like so. We're also going to go ahead and dump 25 iron into him to max out our physical defense EVs. And if you don't have any defense feathers or HP feathers, go ahead and just use 26 of these. It's not going to matter. You're going to waste some extra EVs, but you know what? It's better than not having the max. So once you've done that, go ahead and make sure that if you need to put any other feathers in there, go ahead and put your feathers in there just like we normally do. And for this one, any additional feathers that you have, you're going to dump into your special defense for this one. The moves that we're going to be using here don't really revolve around our attack stat. They revolve around how much defense we have. So we're not worried about our attack. We're worried about defense with this one. So we're going to go ahead and dump those final 6 EVs in here. And we're going to go ahead and give our Corviknight an Impish Mint to give it an Impish Nature. Just like so. And while we're in here, let's go ahead and give this guy his held item. Now, for this one, you're probably thinking, oh, we're going to give him the Shell Bell like we normally do. Wrong. We're actually going to give Corviknight the leftovers because we want to make sure that we're getting our HP back as we go along. This is one of those builds that requires quite a bit of setup. And since it requires quite a bit of setup, we're not going to have time to worry about, like, staying alive here. You know, we don't have to worry about using heal cheers or wasting roosts if we don't have to. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and let's take a look at Corviknight real quick. So Corviknight right now is level 100. It's flying and steel type with a fighting Tera type. Leftovers is the held item. Our EVs are maxed out in our HP and physical defense with an Impish Nature. And our ability right now is Pressure. And here's the thing, we do not want to have our ability as pressure. We actually want to have it as mirror armor. So you're going to want to make sure that you hop back into your bag, and you're going to want to use an ability patch to change your Corviknight's ability to mirror armor. But once you've done that, Corviknight is pretty well ready to go, and now it's time to go do some IV training. So now that we're in our favorite place, let's go see our favorite shady friend in the glasses and do some hyper training on our Corviknight. And is usually the case here, we are going to hyper train everything except our special attack on this one, because we're definitely not a special attacker. Don't use your gold bottle caps, it's not worth it. If you're, there we go. Yeah, so nothing on special attack on this one. Go ahead and start your training, and once your hyper training is done, it's time to look at our moveset that we're going to be using for Corviknight. And ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your hats for this one, because we have a very rare occurrence here when making a Tera raid build. For this one, this Corviknight, if you catch this static encounter Corviknight that I showed you on the map, has every move that you are going to need it to know already learned once it's at level 100. So all you have to do is just change one move in here, and this Corviknight's ready to go. But for Corviknight, we're going to be using Roost, Iron Defense, Screech, and Body Press, which should look pretty similar to the Zamazenta build that we have. And yeah, this one is going to have a pretty similar strat, but that's your moveset. Should take you like 5 seconds to set this one up. And with that, Corviknight is done. He's ready to go. So let's talk about the strat with this guy real quick and how you're going to use him to just absolutely make RILLABOOM look like a fool. And there you have it. This is honestly probably one of the easiest 7-star builds that we have ever done on the channel. And this one, ladies and gentlemen, is probably going to just absolutely smoke this raid. So we have Corviknight, level 100, Flying and Steel type with a Fighting Tera type, which is phenomenal because that means we're going to basically resist anything and everything that RILLABOOM is going to throw at us, regardless if it has Grass type moves, Ground type moves, anything. Leftovers is the held item because we want to have that gradual regaining of health here. We don't have to want to worry about when we're attacking. We have max EVs in our HP and physical defense, with the other 6 EVs being in our special defense. With an impish nature, our ability is mirror armor, which is going to be fantastic. If RILLABOOM decides to use any stat lowering moves on us, we're going to just knock those right back at him and do the reverse. Play our Uno reverse card on him. And our moveset for this one is Roost, Iron Defense, Screech, and Body Press. And the strat for this one is incredibly simple. You're going to use Screech on RILLABOOM until he cleanses your stats. After that, you're going to spend the next several turns using Iron Defense to get your physical defense up to the max it can possibly be. After that, use the defense cheer if you haven't already. If you have a friend, have them use it during this raid. And finally, you're going to use Body Press. And Body Press, again, is one of those that the higher the defense stat is for you, the more damage this move is going to do. This build, honestly, I would probably rank this one at the top of the current list of builds that I have to be able to take on RILLABOOM the Unrivaled. But that's it. That is Corviknight to absolutely decimate RILLABOOM the Unrivaled. Let me know what you guys think of this one down in the comments below. Let me know what you're planning on using. And as always, you guys got this. I believe in you. Have fun and be ready for RILLABOOM raids later this week. Later.